goes. And we're back with our second semifinal match. Shannon Moore, the Prince of Punk, taking on Nate Mattson out of Michigan. I am joined now by a very handsome man, Mitch Connor.
Thank you, but first of all, I just want to ask, who was that guy you just had in here?
That was Rick Noon.
I don't know him. He looked a little bit raggedy, like maybe he'd been through the ringer a little bit the last couple of evenings.
That's the life of the party, Rick Noon. Mitch Connor from Milwaukee took place earlier tonight in the Cibernetico Tourney, and now Shannon Moore all over Nate Mattson. What do you think? The 23-man field is now realistically down to 3.
Well, I'll tell you what, I can't argue with any of these guys, being worthy champions, but then again, we shouldn't have been having this tournament in the first place.
Why would a cover from Shannon Moore? Why would we not need to crown a new champion?
No, see, we already had a champion. In the years 2002 and 2003, I scored decisive pinfall victories over Rock and Roll Buck Zumhoff, the last recognized champion. This tournament should be to determine the #1 contender to my belt.
Well, Rock and Roll Buck Zumhoff was the final champion when the belt was discontinued in 1991, and being from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, you have competed against Buck Zumhoff several times, but the championship was discontinued by that point.
Championship lineage has to run straight through. I should be the champ.
Big shot from Shannon Moore. Well, regardless, the field is now down to 3. Nate Mattson out of Michigan. Shannon Moore representing North Carolina and Crazy K representing South Carolina. Moore now going for the half crab that he used to defeat Ricky Landell in the quarterfinals. Nate Mattson makes the ropes.
From here on out, I think I'm actually rooting for Shannon Moore.
You are the type of person that would appreciate his new attitude.
Yeah, I'd never met Shannon before this event, and I sort of thought he'd have a big ego. But no, we sat down, we talked, we shared our opinion about the locals here in North Carolina, and we seem to have a lot in common. I really respect Shannon Moore.
That does not surprise me at all coming from you, Mitch Connor. Moore now looks like a chin lock. Referee Red Jones is right there to make sure it's not a choke.
That's a legal chin lock.
Coming from Milwaukee, we've been talking about it in all your matches on this DVD release. Coming from Milwaukee and Wisconsin, the heritage of the AWA, you grew up on it. It conveyed to the viewers of this DVD the significance and how important it is to win a world championship recognized by the AWA.
Well, that's what every wrestler in this sport, from the day they get in, they want to be a world champion. And it's going to happen for me sooner rather than later. For most of these guys, it'll never happen. This might be the best shot they'll ever have. So that just shows you the magnitude of this event.
Big clothesline from Shannon Moore, who's looking in great physical condition, a lot bigger than we've ever seen him here in North Carolina, as he bulked up tremendously, wrestling internationally and wrestling up north.
Yeah, he certainly has.
Big shot to the kidney. Shot to the gut this time from Nate Mattson. Mattson eats a boot in the midsection. Moore sends him off. Big leg lariat from Shannon Moore, gets a cover. Red Jones is right there, but it only gets him 2. Another cover. Red Jones, again, only counts 2, and back to the chin lock. Shannon Moore looks to be looking to wear Nate Mattson down.
Moore, the proverbial Prince of Punk, and you got to think if he'd turned on this meanness when he was still working up north, he might have dominated up there. That's
an excellent point. Obviously very disgruntled that he's no longer making the big bucks, as they say, and no longer has the guaranteed money. But I tell you, if Shannon Moore pulls out the victory in this tournament, beating 22 other internationally and nationally ranked competitors, you got to think that will catapult him right back into the international spotlight that he just came from.
Oh yeah, his paydays will go right back up there if he wins this time. And sometimes it takes an unfortunate event like that to really make you find your true self. You go through some hardships, you lose a job, and you find out you got to be mean to get by.
Shannon Moore now with that chin lock on Nate Mattson. Looks like he might be choking on Nate Mattson. Referee Red Jones is right there, though.
No, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't do that. I think that's a legal chin lock.
And now Mattson trying to work his way back up. What do you think, Mitch Connor, is the style that's going to ultimately prevail in this tournament? We saw you and Brass Monkey in the opening round really go for a smash mouth physical style. We've seen Ricky Landell try to use a more traditional American style. We've seen Crazy K and Ultra Dragon and Osiris try to go for aerial. What do you think will be the style that ultimately survives and thrives as we approach the finals of this tournament?
Well, you know, I know a lot of the people here watching this show like to see a bunch of crazy flips, but you can't be concerned with pleasing them.
Big high knee from Nate Mattson.
in the end, if you want to get through a tournament with this many top guys in it, you got to beat people up. You can't be concerned with looking pretty, doing flips. I look pretty anyway, even when I'm beating people up, but that's different. That's physical appearance. You can't be doing aesthetically pleasing things at the expense of beating the guy up and hurting him, because you got to hurt people to win these matches.
Sky high, we saw Nate Mattson use that earlier. Red Jones is right there. Wow, what a near fall. Shannon Moore gets out just before the count of 3. 15 minutes remain, 20-minute time limits in these semifinal round matches. The winner will face Crazy K in the finals as Kirby Mack upsets Jarrell Clark in the semifinals. Nate Mattson with Moore in the corner, shoots him into the opposite corner, charges, Moore up and over, sunset flip! 2, Shannon Moore with a sunset flip, the same maneuver that's brought Kirby Mack success earlier in this tournament.
I think that might have been 3 right there.
It was very close. Referee Red Jones was right there. Mattson now looks to be going into the ropes. No, reverses it. Duck down, up and over, now with a sunset flip, and grabs the rope. But referee Red Jones spots the rope and is going to make Shannon Moore break the hold. Crowd having a laugh at the expense of Shannon Moore as he got caught trying to take a shortcut, Mitch Connor.
Well, you know, you do what you have to do here. I don't blame him for it. It doesn't make me think any less of Shannon Moore as a man or as a wrestler.
Moore now with Mattson. Sends him back into that corner. No, this time Mattson reverses it. Mattson charges in with a big elbow. Moore stunned in the corner. Mattson needs to follow up. A roll up now from Shannon Moore. And again in the ropes, but Red Jones catches him again. Red Jones is doing his job and is all over Shannon Moore, knowing that Moore now has a reputation as someone that's going to take a shortcut to win.
Maybe referee Red Jones needs to just concentrate on counting 3 and not sticking his nose in all over the place here.
Well, it is the referee's job to enforce the rules in these matches.
Well, you and I see things differently then.
Shannon Moore up. Rolling reverse attempted by Nate Mattson. No, Moore rolls all the way through. Flips out. Now, back to that half crab. Half crab, Nate Mattson. Will he make the ropes? Will he break out of the half crab? The half crab that put away Ricky Landell in the quarterfinals. Mattson is walked to the middle of the ring, right over the AWA logo on the canvas. Red Jones is right there. Shannon Moore and Nate Mattson taps out. It will be Shannon Moore against Crazy K in the finals, Mitch Connor.
I got to go with Shannon Moore to win this thing, and congratulations in advance to Shannon Moore, the new AWA World Light Heavyweight Champion.
Mitch Connor, thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of the evening as Night 2 continues.